So after a strange, interesting couple of days that happened for the Lions organization going forward, and now knowing that this team is on the verge of blowing it up and going to a 3 to 5 year rebuild, the Lions officially got a game this week against Chicago, or as I call them, the Chitoilet CareBitches. Yep, it's WarWeek time. But this isn't just any WarWeek. This is a special WarWeek. Because for the first time ever, the famous WarWeek between Detroit and Chicago, it will take place in the Injury Bowl. I had an intro planned for it, but then it broke in half, like both teams' hopes and dreams this year. Since both teams are pretty much injured the whole hell and back. But anyway, of course, I'm the second meeting this year between the Lions and the Bears. So, of course, I'm entering this game. Chicago, they're favored in this game by 3 points. I'm surprised the point spread isn't higher. And, of course, Chicago leads the all-time head-to-head series, 102-74-5. Chicago has also won 5 straight meetings against Detroit, dating back to 2018. So far this year, Detroit is 3-3 on the road. Chicago is 2-3 at home. And even if Detroit does win this game, I believe Chicago would still be ahead in the NFC North because Chicago would still have a better division record than the Lions have right now. So yeah, even if we beat the Bears and we end up tied with them, I believe Chicago would still have the tiebreaker regardless. So regardless of what happens, Detroit will still be fourth in the NFC North off a tiebreaker. So, of course, for this game, we already gone through all the key players, and all the coaching staff back in week 1. So you can go back to my week 1 preview to find all that out. But, of course, this week, we're going to go through all the injuries this week. So, of course, at QB, you got Mitch Trubisky expected to start because the man, the myth, the legend himself, Big Dick Nick Foles, is now Small Dick Nick, as he is now questionable for this game with a hip injury. Also, but a lot of their injuries are on the defense. Mainly, Akeem Hicks is questionable for this game with a hamstring injury. And of course, their defensive line took a big hit when Andy Goldman opted out due to the COVID pandemic. Opting out like a bitch. And then you got Khalil Mack, the main face on that defense. He's questionable for this game with a back injury. And a lot of their depth pieces are also injured. And you want to know how bad this team is injured? When their goddamn kicker, Eddie Pinheiro, is on the IR for a groin injury. Yes, he pulled his groin while trying to make a kick. Damn. Talk about bad luck. So in at kicker for the Bears again, as the Bears try to find a real kicker in this league, they find Cairo Santos, hoping that he'll be the one to break the dreaded curse of Cody Parkey. The double doink curse. So, of course, Chicago's offense this year has been ranked 30th. Like, that offense has been completely lost this year. Their offense is 23rd passing the ball, and their run game is dead last. So, yeah, Bears have had issues running the ball all year. Some questionable play calling, too, from one Matt Nagy, to where Matt Nagy has turned the play calling over to the offensive coordinator of Bill Lazar. So that is interesting. And of course, the Bears defense is still ranked 10th in the NFL. So it's still a top 10 defense. They're 11th against the pass and 20th against the run. So mainly for the Bears, their main issue has been against the run on defense. Part of that, I think, is because of Goldman opting out and Goldman being a big part of that Bears defensive line. And yeah, that's really affected the Bears in the long run. So the keys to win this game is very simple. Run the ball. Swift should be back this week. Run the ball. Just run it. It was working well back in week 1. I don't know why the hell we run away from it. Just run the fucking ball. Just simply do what you did in week 1. But this time, don't go away from the run. Keep running the ball. But honestly, for the Lions this week, I'm not sure what to expect out of them this week. Like, I got no expectations from. Like, we're not going to know what this team looks like until they take the field Sunday. Simply because, you got Patricia out, Bevel's now the head coach, and Underwood's still the defensive coordinator. So we're going to learn this Sunday. Was it Patricia's fault for this downhill spiral of a season? Was it Bevel's bad play calling that was an issue this week? Or are the Lions just that bad? Me personally, I think it's a mixture of all of the above. Like, it's a team sport. It's a team sport for a reason. Everybody's at fault. But yeah, we're not going to know what this team looks like. And the question is for Bevel. Will he learn from his week 1 mistakes? Or will it be deja vu all over again? We'll have to see. And I don't know. I don't think this team's going to tank. Simply because Corey Underwood and Darrell Bevel, I think they're going to try and win out as many games as they possibly can for the Lions. Just to simply, audition, since odds are both of them are not going to be back next year. So they're just trying to audition and make their cases for other teams that are looking for an offensive coordinator or defensive coordinator. Try and make a case for themselves in the coaching market. So yeah, that's going to be interesting for sure. But yeah, we're going to see what this team truly is on this Sunday. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they tanked, or I wouldn't be surprised if they win out. All I say is simply put, just do the best you can, take what you get. We win a couple games, okay. Oh well. But yeah. And of course, I'm not going to spend too much time on WarWeek this week. I'm not going to waste my time with that jackass Judah Tribe. Hell, Judah Tribe isn't even thinking about doing a WarWeek video this week. Because he's so fucking depressed over the Bears getting bitch-slapped by Green Bay on Sunday night. At least there was some joy we got back. Watching Chicago get completely bitch-slapped by a division rival that's owned them for many decades. Because last week, Judah, you didn't get just any Green Bay team. You made one mistake in your hate week. You were getting the Green Bay team that had pissed off Aaron Rodgers. And all I say for that is you can thank the Packers front office for pissing him off by drafting Jordan Love, his eventual successor. And don't worry, Detroit's got to face pissed off Aaron Rodgers next week too, where Detroit will probably get bitch-slapped. Since Green Bay still owns this goddamn division. Man, Judah, it's fucking crazy how a couple years ago, Judah, you said you talked about how the Bears were the kings of the North. And my, how the tables have turned. I mean, to say that Judah's comments after that didn't age well, that would be a massive understatement. Hell, if I had $1 for every person that tells Judah his King of the North comments didn't age well, if I had $1 for every one of those people that commented to Judah that his comments didn't age well, I'd probably be a fucking millionaire by now. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time with a goddamn loser troll that just sits in his mama's basement whacking off, doing God knows what with his whack-ass videos and his whack-ass editing. Like, what the hell have I not said about Judah Tribe yet? I think I've said almost everything I need to say. And if I do another WarWeek with this clown, it'll be the same old fucking regurgitated shit again. Kind of like Judah's hate videos on Detroit. The same old regurgitated shit. And oh, folks, we're about to I'm going to clown Judah in the off-season. Because Judah Tribe, in the off-season when the Lions season ends, I got a special trash-talking video set for the Lions. Because I've had the video ready for a while. I've just been waiting for the right moment to strike while the iron is hot, and I think the moment has come. With the end of the Queen Trisha era, I think the timing is here. And in that video, Judah, I'm going to show you how you trash talk the Lions properly. And who knows, maybe in this video, I can teach this retarded-ass Lions fan base the real issues on the Lions, and not the delusional bullshit they keep spewing out of their mouths like Man Beast More stupid bullshit, and so on and so forth, or that bullshit the DSA spews. And yeah, you got the point. But don't worry, I'm going to re-educate this fan base one way or another. I was able to re-educate some NASCAR fans, some Hendrick fans that didn't understand what a rebuild was, and I had to explain to them what that was going on. And eventually, they saw what I meant. And learned to error their ways. And you know what? I think it's time I teach this retarded-ass fan base to error their ways. And since it's December, we're coming a couple weeks away from Christmas, and we're in the holiday season, I think it's time we make this a holiday theme. So for this, the Lions fan base is Ebenezer Scrooge. Me, Ace Taker, and the Outsiders, we're the goddamn ghost of Christmas past, present, and me especially, I'm the ghost of Christmas future. And I'm taking all your sorry asses to the tombstone. And I'm going to point to your future and show you what your future holds. Unless you recognize the error of your ways and are willing to change. And especially since his fan base is still asking for the Fords to sell the team. And not giving Sheila Ford a fair chance. Because, oh, it's the Fords. It's the Fords. Which further proves that this retarded-ass fan base can't let go of the past. Hell, the one question I have for this fan base is simple. Why the hell were you all celebrating a coach and GM getting fired? What the hell are we celebrating? A real fan base does not celebrate a coach firing. Or a GM firing. There's nothing to celebrate there. Like, honestly, now it's back to work, back to square one, because now it's time to restart this from scratch and rebuild. Like, obviously, the key to a successful rebuild is simply put, no more shortcuts this time. This time, no more shortcuts. Do it right, and do it right the first time. It also means getting the right GM here, which that's probably going to be what the Lions are going to go for first before they go for a coach. I think the coaching, I think they're going to look at either Robert Saleh or Eric Bieniemy. I would honestly like Saleh more simply because, Saleh, he's built that 49ers defense. Like, that's all him. Because Kyle Shanahan is an offensive guy. So that 49ers defense goes through Saleh. While Eric Bieniemy, there are some question marks, though. I'm not 100% sure that's all him. I think that's mostly just Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes carrying him. And he's riding their coattails. So yeah, there's some question marks there. I would honestly say Saleh over Bieniemy. Plus, Robert Saleh is a Detroit native. He's from Dearborn, Michigan, and he did grow up as a lifelong Lions fan, idolizing Barry Sanders. So, a Saleh hiring would be around the equivalent of the Steve Eisman homecoming, when Stevie was announced as the GM for the Red Wings. And I believe if Saleh does end up becoming the coach of the Lions, he's going to treat this job personally. Since this is his hometown team, and he'll get to live it. And I guess for him, he'll get to, quote, live a childhood dream. Which has coached the team he's been a fan of for years and idolized. So yeah, it's going to be interesting what the Lions do. I'm honestly hoping Saleh for head coach. Not all defensive coaches are bad. It's just you got to find the right one that knows what they're doing. I think Saleh has it. But we're going to have to wait and see what happens in the coming weeks and the offseason, what happens for sure. But also for Bieniemy, there's a good chance the Lions may not get him because Bieniemy's been linked to the head coaching role for the Houston Texans. So much for that. But yeah, anyway. Yeah, like I've already said it here, the fan base is obviously fucking retarded. Maybe one day this fan base will learn patience and learn how to act like real fans and not be whiny-ass fucking crybabies. And yeah, by the way, you dumbass Lions fans, you can shut the fuck up about the sell the team shit. I said it last week and I'll say it again. Sheila Ford is definitely not selling the team after 1 year. This is her first year as an owner. Actually give her a fucking fair chance for once, for fuck's sakes. God damn it. But yeah, we're gonna know for sure what this Lions team really is. And going back to Judah Tribe and to all the real Lions fans, has anyone ever heard from Judah's boyfriend, Dan Mills? I haven't seen him in the comments in a long time, man. I'm feeling lonely. Like he just went straight ghost and didn't even say goodbye. He just went straight ghost, disappeared, never heard from again. Wonder what happened to him. Like, did the coronavirus get him or something? I kind of miss him, man. I'm feeling lonely. This some bullshit. But anyway, for my game prediction, you really want a game prediction that bad? Have you seen how bad some of my predictions have been this year? Fuck it. You want a prediction? A real one? Try this one on for size. So for this game, I see the Lions jumping out to a double-digit lead in the fourth quarter, but I believe Darrell Bevell will learn nothing from his mistakes in Week 1. History repeats itself. The Lions will shoot themselves in the foot. They'll abandon the run and waste DeAndre Swift some more. The Lions will blow a fourth quarter lead to the Bears. They'll make Mitch Trubisky look good again, because seems to be the only team Mitch Trubisky can look good against. And the Bears will get a win, and they'll get their 6th straight win. They'll sweep the Lions 3rd year in a row. And of course, this sweep, though, will be the worst thing to happen to the Bears, because this sweep will fool the Bears into keeping Trubisky for another 3 years. Because, he may suck ass. Trubisky may suck ass against everybody else. But he could beat Detroit. That's all that matters. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Peace and fuck Judah Tribe. And oh, by the way, hi Judah Tribe. How's it going, buddy? I haven't heard from you in a while. I mean, Judah, I've been doing good, man. In fact, ever since Week 1 the last couple months, I did really well for myself. As the last couple months, Judah, I took your advice seriously on how to not become a loser. And now, I got a NASCAR heavyweight championship, brother. It's that good. I took your advice. Actually, scratch it. I never took your fucking advice. You can take your advice and shove it straight up your candy ass. Fuck you, Judah Tribe. I never need your advice for this, and I don't need your advice now. Suck a fucking dick, buddy.